So I saw this thing on Instagram, right? And it was
Yeah.
like they have this thing called Stitch Up Wednesdays.
Okay.
Right, so it's like obviously telling people their embarrassing stories on their nights out, like anonymously.
Yeah.
And there was this, there was like a few, right? And I was just dying of laughter. There was this, I'll read it out to you guys.
All right.
Okay, so this is what the person wrote. So the story went something like this. My partner at the time, girlfriend, and I went down to the bar in Sydney.
Yeah.
We love to get a bit rowdy together. Shots and shots only after us. She was an absolute gorgeous girl. I'd easily say a 10 out of 10. I went to the bathroom at some point throughout the night. I came back and this guy was talking to her while having his hands on her bum.
Okay.
So me being drunky, I approached him with a push, followed through with a few words and hit him. He absolutely whooped my ass. That bad that I released my damn bowels while laying on the ground. He said to my girlfriend, once you clean up, Mr. Poopy, text me. Okay, and it's like, to clear the air, the story is true. I'm now single and they have two goddamn kids together.
They've got 2 kids.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
I was dying and everyone was just like, oh, take that to the grave.
Yeah.
Like, because apparently the story was going around town in Sydney.
Wow. So
And
this is a real person.
Clearly.
That
And
is
if
so
it was 200
embarrassing.
there was so many. There was like,
That's so embarrassing.
so embarrassing. Like,
I think I'd actually just exit life. Like,
honestly.
he tried
that
to
moment in
to
time.
be macho and
Yeah,
big-
he thought.
tried to be the big
Isn't that the
man.
Isn't that the worst when you go into a situation like, you know you're right and you're trying to be that person and you come out
And then
with
you
an L.
fail,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
true.
man. And then someone else was like, Tinder guy slept over. He left skid marks on the bed sheets.
Shut up.
Shame.
Skid marks
Skid marks.
at your grown age. Disgusting.
Bro.
Are you not embarrassed? Absolutely disgusting.
No.
You see, this is why I could never do like Tinder and all that kind of stuff. Wait, hold on. What? Do you guys have a skid mark story?
Yeah.
I don't know if we should tell her.
No, I don't think we should. Just want to put a disclaimer out. It's not us.
What?
Someone else had skid marks.
Okay, but was it one of you two?
No.
Funny, I don't know. We should tell her.
No.
The G-rated version.
Okay, fine. So,
Okay. I've never heard this story, guys. Just as a heads up.
Okay.
I don't know if we should tell it. Okay, well, basically, we're having a girls' night out, and we had some. Nah, we can't.
I can tell it in a G-rated way.
Okay, go ahead.
So basically, we went on holiday.
Okay.
We went to. Should I even state the
No,
place?
no, definitely not.
So we were on holiday, me and Naz, and
A few others.
as well, and we had some friends there as well, and then we had like a hotel party, like a huge hotel party, and then we told our friends to come, and they're like, "Oh, we're bringing friends too," and we're like, "Yeah, cool, no worries." So they brought friends, and one of the friend was into another person,
Yeah.
and actually, to be honest,
And
this guy was actually so fly. At the beginning, we thought he was so
Okay.
fly. We're like, oh yeah, he's fly.
We
Right?
thought
We
not
thought
really.
at
I knew.
At the beginning,
No. Because it was a hyped up situation, so we were expecting something different. coming
Okay, so
through
he
the
was a
door.
guy that you thought you thought
But he was
gonna
okay
be.
at the beginning. He was
Alright.
okay at the beginning.
But
But I was not me.
obviously
but
he was under the influence like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, continue, Fabs.
So, like I don't know what kind of party he thought he was going to, but a festival. I don't know.
He was on that type of level, like a festival.
Like he was gone.
He
Yes.
was like
Okay.
highs, a kite.
Yeah.
Like he
Okay.
was on full on heavy drugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was just not there at all. He was just not there. Like we're all just mellow, chilling, drinking, like having a good time, and he was just not there. In the end, he ended up.
Wait, hold up. So basically, because he was not there, he was just acting a fool. Like he
Yeah.
was
Okay.
a mess, right? So one of his mates
And he was
told him-
annoying.
Yeah, annoying. So one of his mates, without my knowledge, told him to go sleep because he was like just fucked up. So he ended up sleeping on my bed, right?
Oh
So,
shit, man.
Yeah, so I'm just like, whatever, like, I'm not paying attention to whatever.
Yeah.
And then anyway, we get into a little situation, and then I'm like, oh, now they gotta go.
Okay.
So-
like they were getting like.
You just it's time to go
Yeah.
home. It's time to
Okay,
go
so
home.
It's time to go
drama.
home.
It's time to go home.
It's time to wrap up.
Yeah, let's
Thanks.
wrap
It's
it
been
up.
real, but
And then,
yeah.
so I go to the bedroom and I see, I I see this nigga on my bed. So I'm like, yo. Anyways, I'm trying to get him out, and then he gets out, and I see what appears to be skid marks on the bed.
He shut the bed.
He shut the bed. And then when we made a scene about it, everyone told us, relax.
Rex is a good guy. He gives a damn if he's a good guy.
I'm like, he just released his bowels on my sheets. What are you talking about? But nah.
Man, we were like, damn, he's going to wake up so embarrassed.
It was peak Naz. So when you read that story, you were thinking, I've been through this.
I felt that, right?
Was you sorry? Was it you who submitted it? Tell me now. Was it?
The story? No. But there's been so many stories on there where I'm like, damn.
Do you have another one?
Do you have plenty?
All right, give us another one.
Oh, let me find another one.
That's mad. Guys,
Okay.
come on now. But we're grown though. We can't be leaving skid marks. At our grown ages like this,
Man.
like you can't be getting like drunk to that point, man.
Nah, even like one of my guy mates saw some chick like shit herself outside Manor. No, niche.
Really?
Like, not like took a shit.
Have I heard this story?
No,
Yeah.
sorry. What? Like she squatted.
Squatted.
Fuck
And
off.
Yes, you know the story. There
Was
was
she-
and he recorded it too.
Was she from the island of Caucasus?
Yes.
Okay.
Kawaja?
nah, because fam, like I like to believe black people don't do that shit, man. Like,
Really?
no pun intended, but seriously, like,
I don't think it's a race thing.
guys,
Yeah,
nah,
that's just
nah,
when alcohol's in your
it's
system,
not a race
man.
thing.
It's a
I don't
human
want to
thing.
lie.
It is a human thing. Your bowels get loose when there's alcohol in
Nah,
your
that's
system.
mad.
Nah, for real. Nah.
It's not the only thing that gets loose. Whew, nah,
Yeah.
that's mad.
Your morals.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'd never go out again.
Do you guys have like a similar situation like that?
A skid mark
No,
situation.
not a skid mark, but like a stitch up.
Like,
Like something super embarrassing.
yeah. I don't think so. Like,
I feel like I don't know any
I've got
on the top
like-
of my head.
So my friends like annually used to do a wine tour, like would have a wine tour every single year and like would get a party bus and go to like the Vines and it was a vibe, but we were kids, like we've grown up now a little
Yeah.
bit more. So there's this is so embarrassing. But there's a year we pre-gamed too hard, like the group just pre-gamed too hard and we're on the bus like going to like the last winery and the guy was like, nah, we're done. And guys, you know wine tours, they start early. Like it
Yeah.
starts at like 10 and they're
Yeah.
supposed to drop you off at 4. We got dropped off at like 12. So we were gone for 2 hours. 2 hours after we've all paid like a sum of money. But anyways, so we head back to like the house like we had pre's at and everyone was fucked up. Like everyone. And
no,
have you-
wine tours will get you fucked
no,
up.
and have you ever tried to round up a group of drunk people?
Oh, so what? You can't.
You
yeah,
can't do it.
You can't do it.
So anyways, we go back into the apartment and one guy like literally just like people went upstairs and they were like, oh fuck it, we're just gonna take naps. So I went and napped in my friend's bed like it was calm. And I wake up and now I'm seeing photos of people napping on the stairs.
Oh my god.
Like there's a guy that literally, I'll find you guys the photo just because I got it just for memories. But he was asleep on the stairs. Just
that's it. Knocked out.
nap. Tired.
Damn. I've definitely
Tired.
fallen asleep at the clubs.
Oh yeah,
You
for
fallen
sure.
asleep
Oh,
in the club.
definitely. I remember it was like my 21st birthday, and there was this other guy that it was his 21st, and we were
Yeah.
just sleeping like this, and it was like everyone took a photo. of us.
Actually, yeah.
I hate it though.
And then they kick. Have you ever been kicked out for napping?
Yeah, on my 21st, I got kicked out.
So many times.
Yeah, definitely 7.
What do you always nap?
Just
Nah.
in general, way.
This one time,
Just exit.
do you remember
No.
in Adelaide when I like had an exorcism and like woke up from my sleep from that song?
Oh my god, was it Future? Oh my god,
Oh my god, that's crazy. So you were asleep.
One time, yeah, I was.
like knocked out.
It was a dry club. It was
Okay.
dry, and then I
What
fell
song was it
asleep. I fell asleep. And then like this was like when Fuck Up Some Covers.
Oh yeah.
It was my favorite song. It was so fire.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Hunter. She was like, I'm awake.
Like I think it was the sirens at the beginning.
At the beginning, I literally woke up from my sleep. I like jumped up and like
God.
ran to the dance floor to
Right.
like catch her. It was so fun.
Nah, I used to I don't know, because I would always compare my nights out, especially like when I would watch Jersey Shore. Oh no, Geordie Shore.
Geordie Shore.
And I'd just be
yeah.
like, they go so hard.
Nah,
to
but
the
they're
point
messy though.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
but I'd be
gross.
like, man, I'm calm compared to them.
Yeah.
Like, so I'd be like, I don't go hard.
It's
I would
true,
literally
man.
put it to their level. Like, they would shit themselves
No.
every time.
No,
No,
but they
pee
used to do
themselves,
their
pee
weird things.
themselves.
Oh, yeah, pee
Even their state
themselves.
of their house, man, it was disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
They would pee. Ugh, yuck. And then get up and go about their day like it's normal.
like it was normal. But then the same thing, though, they were also.
it's what they do when they're drunk. It's
Yeah,
just
it was
What
crazy.
and
And they were-
everything just goes out of the window.
It's true. And what did you guys call it? Loving the crew. They were loving the crew.
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
for
Passing
sure.
each other
Definitely.
around.
Yeah, for sure. But they didn't.
Man,
They
don't
didn't
get
really
paid
have
for it.
much choice either. They're like,
But they did because they're acting
stuck
like.
with each other, and then do you know
Nah,
what? They
that's a
have a
drag.
reputation. Like for the guys, they can go out and like sleep with like different girls from the club. But if
Yeah.
if one of the girls was to bring
Holly,
someone from the club,
she was
she's
seen
a
like a
hoe.
hoe, yeah.
But if she gets with someone in the house, it's like they already
Love.
have like like a love.
And then,
so they
but
had like
they're like, they only can stick to that guy.
yeah.
So like Charlotte was like, for 5-6 seasons.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was for Gary.
Gary,
Yeah.
I
for
remember
Gaz.
that.
And then
Yeah.
Holly was with, what's his name?
The tattoo guy.
No.
no, Kyle. Or whatever.
Kyle.
No.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
tattoos. Kyle. Kyle.
I was thinking
And then they
of
got
Kyle.
engaged and then they broke up.
Huh?
They got engaged and they broke up.
They didn't get engaged.
I swear to God, they got engaged.
They were together for a while.
She
though.
got a tattoo of him on her.
She
on
did.
her, and he
She
got a
did.
tattoo
Oh
of
yeah,
her.
yeah. He was trash, bro.
trash.
Just that her situation. That whole show was just chaotic.
But yeah, I used to always like imagine like, oh, that's what clubbing's gonna be like. That's how I'm gonna be when I'm drunk. Mm-mm. Thankfully, like I'm not that bad. But, like, I would never want to be on that type of level.
Nah, thank God.
That's very true though.
Nah, bro, it's scary. Like when you really deep it, it's actually kind of scary. I don't think I've ever been like. For me, I feel like I know my limits.
Oh, definitely.
Like I'll get to like.
No, yeah.
Like
I think I learned that from like with age.
yeah.
Like you know when you're like first drinking out, like you just go in, like you
Yeah.
go hard. You just kind of like you want to push it,
Yeah.
and then over time you realize, okay, maybe vodka isn't my drink. And then you be like, okay, I know my limit. I know what to mix with my drink.
Yeah.
Yada yada. Like
I'm not gonna lie.
I know my limit.
I only know sober and fucked up.
That's so true, Fabs. You do, man. You actually do.
Right.
There's no in between.
There's no in between.
I'm either driving there or I'm fucking ready.
That's a lie. Can I tell you this girl? Yeah. What? No. So we're going out. Yeah. So Fabs is like, I'm gonna drive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'll drink, Go
Okay.
to the bar.
This is one time. I drive a lot, okay?
Yeah, so Fev's like, let's just have like one drink, just to warm up. So I'm
Okay.
like, cool.
Listen.
And then mind you, the vibe of I wasn't really feeling the vibe of the
Okay.
night. So I'm like, I don't want to. Have you ever done that thing where you're like,
Yeah,
I don't want to waste my energy on this. Like,
Yeah,
I want to
Because
stay.
you don't want to
yeah.
be,
You don't want to be
Yeah.
hungover the next day. It's like
Yeah.
it's not worth it.
No, it's a real feeling.
So I had
yeah.
that. So I had that feeling. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it easy tonight.
Yeah.
So take it easy. Maybe 30 minutes. I haven't seen this girl yet. 30 minutes, 40 minutes. She comes back.
I'm telling you, I have to be, like, if I even have a sniff of alcohol, that's it for me. That's it for me.
40 minutes. 40 minutes. Maybe like 30 minutes, something. I'm like,
Whoa. What you doing, sis?
yeah.
What happened?
So I'm like, okay, clearly I'm driving.
Competition in my mind, I don't know.
It's a competition with yourself.
If I have a sniff of alcohol and I get a little bit of a buzz, I'm like,
She goes all the way.
I
like,
go all the way. I
yeah,
go all
I'm
the way.
ready.
So it's like I can't touch alcohol at all that whole night.
That's mad.
Or I'm getting fucked up. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
There's no in between. I don't know. I need some help.
I think it's also because you're small.
Yeah.
And you try
Yeah.
to drink
Very
with the big kids.
and I get
then,
excited.
you know what I mean?
Oh,
When
the
you
big
try-
I felt
kids.
that
All
one.
right.
No,
yeah.
no,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
get it. I get what she's saying. But do you know what? It's you small people. I don't want to cap because
You
I
can't.
think
Listen,
nah.
I can
catch
handle
up.
my drink.
No, clearly you can't.
I can. The man I drink.
You do go home.
Excuse me. The man I drink. I'm still standing.
You're still standing for sure. You're still standing. You're still there.
No, you guys kill
But
me.
I think that's the worst thing you can do is when you try to play catch up.
no, it's true.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a bad
That's the
game.
worst. When
Don't
you
do
know that you have like,
Nah.
you know that meme where it's like when the taxi's there and it's like the
Yeah,
boat
and
with
you're
the
the-
Vatican cup. Like the whole
Oh
Dominican cup.
yeah, and I feel like I always do it
yeah.
when the Uber's
Uber?
2 minutes away.
That's when you
just go
just
everything.
back it. But that's
No,
when,
but do you know
that's when
why?
it goes
It's
bad.
because in your mentality you're thinking, am I really gonna pay $7.50 for a shot in the club? when I could have drank it for free at home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
100%.
actually a real
No,
mentality.
but also I don't like entering like a club sober.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done that. Ah, no, I'm lying. I have done it
I've done
before.
that. Like,
Yeah,
not
it's
maybe not
shit.
sober, or like I'm just not buzzed. Like I've been
Yeah.
drinking. It's not, you know.
And it's because, do you know what it is? It's because drunk people are annoying.
Oh yeah.
Like, and you walk
Oh,
in
yeah.
and you're
So
sober.
annoying. Oh
and
my
everyone's
God,
like,
yes.
hey!
When I'm sober,
Nah.
when I'm sober, everyone's so annoying, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't believe this is me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know I'm so
It's
annoying.
irritating. Have you guys ever been to Manor sober?
Yeah, I've been.
I think I
torture.
have. Yeah, I think I have.
That is torture right there.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Like if like the place has like fire music, fire vibes, you don't even need alcohol.
That's
honestly.
true.
That's
G.
true.
Yeah,
That's
like,
so true.
When I used to go to like, I don't know if you like one day Sunday.
That event was fire.
Yeah.
It was
At the beginning.
Yeah. I remember this one that
Even
they
Caribbean,
did.
like I used to go
Gee.
Caribbean sober sometimes as well. It's just fire.
It is, but that's to do with vibes.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
Because
a-
I can't be going to fucking. There's certain clubs that you have to be wasted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Now, one day Sunday was a vibe. They should bring it back, man.
Yeah. Oh my God, we didn't even do our intro. Welcome to the Left Out Podcast. I feel like they won't get that reference. We went over their heads.
Name that movie.
Get a prize. Nah, I'm joking. I'm
Come on,
joking.
Jira.
Hello.
My
Hello. Welcome to Let's Have Podcast. It's your girl.
Over her head as well. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that again?
She's trying to.
Segue.
I actually missed that movie reference. I don't want to cap. What movie?
Yeah, clearly. She's the
Yes, I've watched that movie.
yeah.
It's your girl, your local stallion, Miss Chira.
It's Naz.
And it's Bevs.
You got your names right this time. You're not Naz today.
What did I say? I was like, it's
I was like, you forgot who you are.
Nah, that's mad. But how's you guys' week been?
Pretty good. I feel like it's been good. I feel like because we recorded so early last week,
Yeah.
it seems like I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's been
Yeah.
nice.
It's true. Like when I saw you today, she was like, "Oh my god, I haven't seen you in ages," and I was thinking, "Bitch, we see each other every week."
I know, but it just feels like
true.
it's gapped out, you know?
Because last week we actually recorded like quick.
Yeah.
We did. We recorded quick, which was mad.
Yeah.
How about you, Febs? How's your week?
Yeah,
been, sis?
my week's been good.
Been blessed. That's beautiful.
Blessed for sure. Busy.
Busy.
Been good.
Yeah.
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 Have you guys?
Yourself?
Guys, I was on my deathbed last week, man.
Whoa.
Wow, being blessed and everything. Here you go. Being all morbid.
No, look, okay, I was 100% like, I was blessed, like, life was great, but I had the worst tonsillitis last week, like,
Life wasn't great.
life was not great.
I've been
Nah,
telling you, get them fucking tonsils removed.
Nah.
I've never had tonsillitis. What does it feel like?
suffering, that's what it feels
No, but you know what? That's what you get. That's what my mum would say. Class A.
because I won't get them taken out.
No, yeah, exactly.
Nah, G, I'm good.
Just if you
So
get them removed.
have you had yours removed?
No, I don't get tonsillitis, so I'm good. But if
Oh,
I was to
okay.
get it as frequent as she does, she's a frequent flyer with that
Really?
shit.
I've had it twice this year.
Really?
That's twice too many. Bro,
Come. It's just this winter season, you know what?
Do you have hay
I feel
fever
like
as
your mother.
well?
I feel like your mother.
I'm good.
Bruh.
I'm actually good.
Do you get hay fever as well?
Nah, I used to. I don't anymore. What should I get done? Get my glands in my nose removed?
Nah, just smart ass. Oh, man.
It was a serious question.
But you know what? Speaking like from last week's episode, obviously when we recorded it, Donda just dropped,
Yeah.
and then the CLB album didn't drop out, like wasn't dropped yet.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel? Have you guys listened to the Donda album?
I've listened to Donda and I've listened to CLB. And then here's going to be the question. Chira, what was better?
Just how you feel?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Drake hit me. Do you know what
Yeah?
it was? It was the first song. Like, because he sampled this artist called Masego. And I've been listening to Masego for a long time.
Yeah.
So it was the moment that I love you, I was like, Drake! So I feel like from that point, I was probably biased about the album. Yes,
Yeah.
the songs in the album I didn't like that aren't my vibe personally.
Yeah.
But I just appreciated, like, I feel like he was a bit raw in this album. Like, if you're listening to things that he was saying, like, it was deep, like, it was nice. But
We're talking about CLB, yeah?
yeah, CLB. But Donda, again, I love Kanye. Like, I feel like it was also, I think Kanye is a musical genius. There's things that he does in his music that I'm just like, wow, incredible. I can't say which one is better. I vibe both of them, but Drake has my heart. I don't want to cap.
Yeah. I feel like obviously, like if I'm talking about both of them, I definitely 100% prefer Drake. Like I love Drake. I'm not gonna cap. Like I love Drake. Obviously with this album, like it was just fire. Like it was so fire, but like it wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't like moving. Like he definitely played it safe. Like it was there was nothing really that different in terms of progression, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of like Kanye's album, I feel like there was obviously like it was like I prefer Drake's album, but in terms of progression, I feel like Kanye's album was better. Like to be honest, like if we're talking about in those ways, I feel like I don't know, like it shows a different side of him. I feel like he takes you on a journey. Like everything was so beautiful. Like, and I think like each time you listen to it, it gets more and more beautiful.
Is it because he's explored a new sound?
Yeah, and I think like at first, like when I was listening to it, I'm like, this is so like a lot of the songs felt really dragged.
Okay,
really
With
long.
the Drake's one?
Donda.
Yeah. With Donda. Okay.
Yeah, like it just seemed like really like just. But then the more you listen to it, the more you appreciate.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more like longevity rather than
a
Drake's.
quick, yeah.
Then a quick
Whereas Drake's was just like safe, easy,
think-
what he always does,
Yeah.
bangers, Instagram.
Safe with it.
Yeah, you know.
I get
still
what you mean. I completely understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was raw, you know? Like, I just feel like, yeah, like it was
Kanye
like raw
takes you on a
emotion.
journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was-
No, I
it's
get
just
you.
like beautiful.
For real.
But yeah.
Guys, Drake still has
think-
my heart, man.
I still haven't actually heard Drake's album, to be honest. Actually, like for me, when I really like I think for me, the week that the Donda album came out,
Yeah.
I wasn't having a good week. Like
Okay.
I was having a pretty shit week. And
Yeah.
I don't know, like I was like, oh, let me listen to it. Because I genuinely do love, like Kanye is one of my favorite like artists,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, oh, let me listen to it. And I think because of the content of the music and like his lyrics,
Yeah.
I don't know, it got me out of that bad space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it just genuine, like which made me love it even more.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some songs on there that he could probably take out.
Yeah,
But, like-
100%,
Like
right?
yeah, there was definitely some songs he could have taken out. But I like the ones that I did really really love.
Yeah.
It just. I
You
could
loved it. That was
repeat.
it.
It was just
Yeah.
on repeat. Like I don't know. It was just one of those songs that just made me like a song that you just listen to in the car. You get up in the morning, just
Yeah.
you know, kind of motivating you to get out of the bed.
Okay.
Kind of those type of shit. But like
And his features were fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know.
think that's the
I
best
genuinely the production of it was crazy.
Yeah.
So,
I stand by it. Kanye is a musical genius.
yeah.
Like, I genuinely think that man is very talented at what he does. Like, he's...
Guys, you sound like real like
like what music,
Yeah.
like
music
reviewers.
reviewers, right?
I actually felt like I sounded like that.
The progression.
Nah, this isn't that much. It's not my expertise personally.
Yeah,
Definitely.
of course.
It's
Me
not that
too.
deep.
but-
But on my
It's not
personal
that.
opinion, like I think both albums were fire. I
Yeah.
just okay, again, I'm back at it. But the tweets from CLB, guys, they have me dead. Again, they
What
keep
happened?
doing this. They were just taking the piss. Like just taking the piss.
Are you
like
talking about, what are you talking about?
about CLB on Twitter? They were just making memes from the
from the
his
album?
album, like
Oh,
from lines
okay,
from
yeah.
the album.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
And there was that bear that was like taking notes
Oh
from my Instagram captions.
That's why I
saw
said. That's why I said Instagram, because he literally does write lines
Yeah,
for
he
people's
does.
captions
For sure.
And
Even, like-
honestly, even though we know it still hits. It's
It
fire.
does, it still
like, some of
bangs,
the, I'm
man.
like, this is me. This speaks to me.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it was a line. She
Definitely.
says she likes girls too. I'm a lesbian as well. And then there was someone edited like nails on his hands and like a wig. And I was like, guys, people are too fast, man.
yeah, they are.
What about
So quick.
that one line that everyone's using right now as well?
The Friends one.
The Friends one.
Yeah, I can't quote it personally, but yeah, I've seen everyone.
I've been losing friends, but something peace. I can't.
I've been gaining peace or something like that.
Yeah, I can't say it without singing it. I'll sing with some followers.
He knows he's so smart. That
Yeah.
stuff.
No, he is.
knows.
I've
But
also
no, yeah, I've been losing friends, but gaining peace.
peace. Yeah.
It's fair trade to me. Yeah.
Oh, of course, that's definitely going to be a caption for everything.
Yeah, I felt that in my soul.
Yeah, I felt it.
Even the did you see Ruby Rose, the rapper?
Oh, shame.
That's embarrassing. Like,
What did she do?
So there's a line in one of the songs where he says something about like my watch is my AP Ruby Rose or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she thought, and her whole team thought it was a shout out to her.
Yeah.
And she put a video of them like listening to the song and going like just jumping out of their seats when they heard Ruby Rose. And it's not even about her.
Did he say?
Literally,
the,
she did
lyric, the lyrics literally are talking about you know how Ruby Rose is like it's a ruby, like
Yeah.
a dark color. I don't know, the
Oh,
fuck. But
sweetheart.
yeah,
darling.
and also, do you know that Aussie Ruby Rose actress? Like
Yeah.
he's friends with her. So
Okay.
if it was gonna be somebody, probably
He would have been her.
But that's so awkward.
He's
Yeah, that's
friends with the
embarrassing.
Australian one.
Yeah. Well, he
That's
follows her. Like that was a
embarrassing.
whole thing on Shade Room.
Oh my god, that's so. And she did like a whole video. She did a whole video like
Where are your friends?
of her and
Why are
her
they doing
friends
this to
getting
her?
like excited that he name dropped her, but
I
he
would have
really
been so
didn't.
embarrassed.
That honestly,
Yo, that's shame.
Do you feel like Drake dropped his album like a few days after Kanye's just to be petty?
I think they both knew that. Both.
I mean, wasn't Drake saying that he was gonna drop an album like this whole year?
Yeah, but he
they
didn't give us a date.
They would have known like that they were dropping at the same time. Like,
You reckon?
Obviously, they have like competition. I think that's like an obvious thing, of course.
I don't even understand. I don't even get why they hate each other. I don't actually get it.
I don't know what the beef is, to be honest.
Isn't
such
it
a-
something about the isn't
I don't
isn't
get
it
it.
about the Pusha T, like how Pusha T?
Why is he mad at you? Kanye? Wouldn't he be
Because
mad
he
at
said that
Kanye?
Kanye told Pusha T that he had a baby,
It's a bit. Okay.
so he like
So
like
you-
with distrust kind of thing.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then
'cause
and
they
then
were
and then
friends.
Kanye said that Drake said Kiki in his song referring to Kim Kardashian.
Oh, when he said Kiki.
Yeah, and he's like, why didn't he shut down the rumors? Like,
Oh,
so.
these
I
men
love
are
Drake. Drake is so
sensitive.
petty. I love
I feel like we're the dumbasses. I feel like they know exactly what they're doing.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm sure
so
they're
as well.
friends behind the scenes.
Yeah,
100%.
Or-
They're probably getting bare monies from this as well.
For
like,
sure.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Come on. Come on.
That's so like, oh my God. You know what's so funny? It's like sometimes I'm like, when you really like think about the situation, these are grown ass fucking men.
Yeah. Behaving like children.
yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
man. Petty asses.
Did you guys see the photo of Nicki and Rihanna?
Yes.
Chun-Ri?
Chun-Ri.
Yeah.
Chun-Ri.
She literally put hashtag Chun-Ri.
Oh my God. Okay. I like that. Chun-Ri. Caribbean girls run
lo-
an ass Riri.
Yeah,
Do you think Rihanna's finally going to drop a song for us?
we love to see
I think
it.
so, man. I think it's about time she dropped her album.
Album, I feel like we're pushing it.
Honestly-
a single, most likely.
I don't know. She doesn't seem true. What? It's just a
It's
song.
so crazy that like I don't know, between her last album or music that she dropped and now she's in such a different category without even
Music.
dropping music.
Yeah.
Like, she's such an icon now.
She's a mogul in a
I know
different
she
essence.
was like she's more.
Relax. Relax.
Go on, say it.
Virgo season.
It's like it always was
I see a
that
bee
thing.
coming in.
It always, yeah, you knew it. You felt it.
Yeah, she did.
Obviously, I think 100% that Beyonce is way more of an icon than Rihanna.
Thank
But
you.
I feel like it seems like she is like almost on the same level as her, like based on like how people are perceiving her,
her.
and how people hella idolize her.
Yeah,
for
She's
sure.
getting, like
But-
each year and
but
each
do you
year
know
she
what
gets
it
more
is?
successful.
No,
And
for sure.
Rihanna's
before,
relatable,
before she used to
man.
be like that girl, it's just like she's just hot. She just puts fire music, but she didn't have like really that legend status like
Yeah.
Beyonce and stuff did.
Yeah.
But I feel like she does now.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm
think
like,
she's doing
how did
great,
she do
man.
it without? Is it because of the
I think it's more so the business.
business?
business
Yeah.
also
Also, then it's her music.
She built a
I
name.
don't think
She
Yeah.
built a brand for
I feel
herself.
like
too.
her-
a brand.
Yeah.
That it's what it is.
She built a brand
yeah.
for herself.
Even just like her whole like charisma and just her personality.
the
People,
Fenty, the Savage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like all that shit. Like
that girl.
she
you know.
done it all.
And I feel like, I'm sorry, Nas.
Oh, God, why
Rihanna
do we do-
is
why are we doing this?
relatable. Rihanna is relatable. And
That is very true. I
Like-
will.
she is. Like, I
will
love
agree.
Beyonce. I'm a beehive. I do. But I feel like I kind of agree with you in the essence that, like, she's relatable. You can actually see what she's doing with her life. Like,
Yeah.
she's a little bit more transparent, but also still keeps
And
her
she
life to
seems like
herself.
she could be your friend, you know?
Yeah.
We've already talked about this, Naz. You do agree. Like that, like,
See how she throws me under the bus? I didn't even open my
Beyonce-
mwant. I didn't even
Beyonce,
open my mouth.
honestly, it's like she's like a statue, bro. It seems like she has no.
What
like,
more do you want from her? Jesus Christ, man.
like you want her to, like, you
Man.
want to seem like she's like relatable. And
Okay, cool. Fucking hell, go be friends with her then.
but yeah,
Guys, as you can see, this is a touchy subject at the podcast.
Right?
Like,
You guys just coming at me, bro. Relax.
Beyonce, toxic perfectionism.
Oh my god. Toxic professionalism. That's hilarious.
Bruh, I love that.
That is hilarious. Oh my god.
But talking about toxic perfectionism,
Yeah.
what do you guys think about that? Like, just as a standard, like, do you feel like as women we have pressure to like be a certain way? Like the world expects us to look and like present ourselves in a specific
100%.
way?
100%. And I
Yeah.
feel like with just like the concept of being perfect, it's always like, obviously it's an illusion, right?
Yeah.
Being perfect is an illusion.
Yeah.
But I feel like in society, like people actually think it's attainable. Like people actually think that you can actually be perfect.
Yeah.
And people are constantly, even just like the term of I'm a perfectionist, like people don't realize how detrimental that is, like to say that you're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
It just kind of like just as I don't fail. Like,
Yeah.
as in like just seeing it as such a negative.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's bad.
I agree.
That's mad, G. But I agree, and I feel like the biggest push for this ideology. Look at me using big words. I feel like this concept that we have in our minds that we have to be perfect comes from social media.
Definitely.
Like it's one of those things where like it's actually really scary. Like when you deep it, like when you actually look at the depths of it. Social media really pushes young people not to be young people anymore.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, cause for example, I look at like, what's Jordan Woods' little sister called? This is just an
Jodie.
example. Yeah, she's a small girl.
Yeah.
She's a small girl, and like you wouldn't think she's a small girl. And like a lot
What do you
of
mean small as in young?
she's young, man.
Yeah.
Smoke. Feels like so am I.
Yeah, I was like, are you talking about
Nah, not high. Like, but nah, she's actually young, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't think you'd actually think her and Jordan are the same age.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's a lot of girls nowadays. And it's like, even, it's unfortunate because people that are like 23, 24, 25 and up, they think that their time's passed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's done. Like time's up. And it's like we're still young.
Yeah.
But social media puts this pressure on you to say that if you don't have your life together by the age of 21, 22,
Yeah.
you're done.
Messing up. Yeah, it's true.
You're like a loser. You're a bum.
You failed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just like we I don't know. It's just
I think people
don't
forget
know.
that obviously people put the best version of themselves
yeah.
on
On
social
social
media, and you should never compare. It's hard. Obviously, everyone does do that. Like,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of eats at your own self-worth, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
when it becomes like, because there's a difference, right, between like admiring, like you can be like, wow, it can be inspiring, right? Like when you look at someone like doing something that's
yeah.
great
Yeah.
and stuff, you're like, wow, that's amazing. But then like the comparison part is the toxic part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have no idea that like they're just showing a version of themselves. You don't
That's it.
actually.
sometimes it's not even what they're putting out that people are looking at. Some people are just looking at the number of followers that they have.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
validate themselves by
And it's-
how many
that's-
followers
that's
they have
the part.
on social media. It's
That's so true.
regardless of, it's just like, how did we, I don't know, it just really freaks me out how we've become this naive
Yeah, 100%.
to thinking that validates who we are.
Yeah,
100%.
like having 100K followers
Validates, oh, okay.
validates. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a great person. I'm beautiful. Like you don't actually rate yourself.
Yeah.
Like individually, these 100K people have to comment, like, and all this kind of stuff for you to feel
And
validated.
then when people chase that, they'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, I got 100K.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not happy. Let
I
me
want
get a million.
150K.
Let me
Yeah.
get
I
a
want-
million. Or
yeah.
let me strive for that. Like you never ever, you're just, everything you're doing, you're just chasing for the next thing.
yeah, it's
and
true.
I think that's why being like perfect, that's
It's
like
not, you can never be it.
exactly
can't,
like
man.
it's like
You can't.
you can strive to be like progression,
Yeah.
like all those things, successful, all those things, but it's just like, what are you like? You are still worthy without all those things.
Definitely.
I
Like,
agree.
so the
100%.
validation part is the toxic part.
Yeah.
Because if you're constantly seeking validation, and then if you don't get that validation, then like you question your self-worth.
Yeah.
You know?
And a lot of people think, okay, I'm catching L's, you know,
Yeah.
I'm doing this. It's like,
the L was the lesson.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
you learn more from failing
Yes.
than you do succeeding. If you
Words.
keep coming first and everything, you're not really like you're not learning anything. From
You're
the
not learning
situation.
anything
But
at
when you
all.
are like, look, like what was her name? The runner, Shikari.
Yeah.
You know how she came 9th in the race? She's
Yeah.
like, only way is up.
That's
I
it.
already
Yes.
came last. I can't do worse than that.
Exactly.
I'll work my way up. And people, yeah.
But
And I
even the
feel
fact
like-
that she made it, like, why is it not celebrated that she made it to the Olympics?
That's it.
Like, why is everyone like?
She didn't make it to
Oh,
the
she didn't.
Olympics.
No, she didn't. Oh no, she made it, but then she failed.
Yeah,
the drug
because of
test.
the
yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
But
Like,
even for her to
qualified-
make it to qualified.
Like,
Yeah.
exactly. Like,
I
how is
agree.
that not a huge achievement? Like, I even saw this thing where it was like someone did a study and they asked if people would win a gold medal, like if they could win a gold medal,
Yeah.
but they would have a shorter lifespan. 50% of people said yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Like people like would like have a shorter life to get a gold medal to show that they've made it in quotation marks.
Wow.
Like that's so insane.
So crazy.
It's very sad, actually,
Even
to be
it
honest.
really is.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. Even I saw it today where Steve Jobs, and it was saying like, I don't know if it's true or not, but like basically in his last moments of his life, he was talking to someone,
I saw
and
this.
did you see it too?
Yeah.
Where he was basically saying, yeah, like I'm rich, and I can hire somebody to drive me around. I can get somebody to rent this for me, but I can't get someone to rent my disease. Like I can't.
100%.
That doesn't make me. You know what I mean? That doesn't take away from me being on this deathbed.
Wow.
Facts.
You know
I
what
read
I mean?
that speech. It was
It's
deep.
facts.
Yeah.
Facts,
It was
facts.
facts.
It's facts. Like we chase all we chase all these monetary
Yes.
things. Like I'm getting a job. I'm gonna get 150K salary. Yada yada.
Yeah.
Like all these little things. It doesn't do. It's not in the grand scheme of things. It's not. It doesn't value. It doesn't
not
add
gonna
value
bring
to our
happiness.
lives.
Even
Yeah.
even just like for example, like
The finish line don't change.
facts. Even just like for example, like say you were playing a sport, like at it, like say like right now we wanted to play a sport. Like how many times have you heard someone be like, oh, why are you doing that? Are you trying to make it pro? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like say I wanted to play soccer. It's like, am I only playing so that I make it pro? What about like the health benefits? What if it's
For
like
fun.
actually fulfilling? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like
It's not
That's
for
what-
monetary
that's-
gain. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
People like. I feel like we've lost the aspect of having hobbies without it.
And just
making money.
enjoying life
I think-
without it giving you gain.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
imagine you can't even just wear clothes now without being, oh, you're an influencer. Like,
Yeah.
you can't do that. In 2021, you can't just enjoy something and
Yeah.
it has to make you money. There's always,
100%.
Yeah.
oh, I'm
That's
doing
so
this for
crazy.
profit. It's my little small business. There's always something that
Yeah.
like it makes you an influencer now.
That's
like
so crazy.
even
that you
going
guys
to
said
the
this.
gym.
Yeah.
You can't just go to the gym.
It's because we live in a capitalist society.
Yeah, that's so crazy that you said this because I actually had this moment with this girl, and she was like a teenager and she had these really cool pants.
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, where'd you get those from? She's like, I made it.
Yeah.
it was honestly fire. Like it was so nice.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, so do you have a business? And she's like, no, just do it for fun. I like doing just making clothes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, basically like just telling her a business plan to start a business, like all this shit. I'm like, you can make money off this,
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
yada, yada. And it's just like, bro, she could have just had a hobby to,
Yeah.
like, why does everything have to be like chasing the bag?
Yeah, it's true.
Why
But
I'm even
people
guilty of that.
Yeah,
It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a
Yeah,
bad thing.
yeah.
Yeah, but
because I feel like one thing that's amazing about our generation is we're very
The hustle.
driven and we're very like
Yeah.
hustle driven.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful because you're seeing young people that are actually starting very successful businesses at very young
Definitely.
ages, which is incredible.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to also just have things that you enjoy doing
Yeah.
without money being attached to it.
Yeah,
Because
that's so true.
I feel like sometimes when money gets involved, you can actually lose that element of enjoyment, and
Yeah.
it becomes stressful, and it becomes a chore, and it becomes a job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's so true.
you don't want that to be something that you enjoy, becoming like something that you now like resent or don't like doing because it's causing you stress.
Yeah,
But again,
It's
with
all
everything,
it's
there's
all
balance,
it's all about
healthy
mindset,
balance.
isn't
Yeah.
it? It's all about how you see things.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, do you see it like for fulfillment, or do you see it to like make money? Like,
Profit
you
as
know
well.
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it all comes, it all aligns together, and that's like a win-win situation. Of course, you should always strive to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
But it's like you can do that without like it being toxic. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah. Or it being your main goal is the dollar sign.
Yeah.
If it genuinely brings you happiness,
Keep going.
yeah, everything else will come with it.
It's true.
And that's when, like, obviously when you attach it like that, then you see all, like, when you fail, like if you not fail, but like if there's a setback, then you really eat at yourself for it.
It's true.
Yeah.
But if you just see it as something that is like you genuinely enjoy this, you'll just see it as like, okay, like what you said, like an L is a lesson.
Yeah.
So then you
Yeah.
just keep going and you like.
But a lot of people don't look at it that way. There's people that will look at situations where someone has done something, right, that where, let's just say someone bought a house, right? And then some people will be like, kind of look at that and despise that person instead of learning from it.
Because they're not buying a house themselves.
Exactly.
Right. That's mad to me though. Do you know why? Because I feel like we need to all remember that we're in our own lane.
Exactly.
We're on our own path.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're on your own journey. Like I couldn't look at you. Let's say now you come to me and you say like, oh, it's just like, I'm going to build a house next month.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to sit there in my life and be like, oh my God, I can't believe Naz is building a house
Yeah.
and I'm not even like.
There's a lot of people that are like that. They may not voice it, but that's how they think.
But
Yeah,
I feel
but
like that
that's
stems
also
from jealousy
insecurity.
and insecurity.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do
They're
with the other
projecting. Yeah,
person.
exactly.
It's yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
I think when there's something like that, it's an internal issue and you need to like really evaluate like, why
Yeah.
do I feel like this?
But even on the flip side, people that constantly like brag.
Yes.
Constantly, like they're trying to seek that validation.
Facts.
Like,
Yes.
you know, I'm buying a house and, you know, I actually got a promotion and I'm in an amazing relationship. You know,
Yeah.
like people are seeking that validation from people. It's like, why do you need that from anyone? You should just,
Sometimes just shut up and just live your life, man.
but it's not
That's
like,
the way I
it's not
look at it.
necessarily like, it's just like society.
It's
like,
mad,
right?
But again, social media. Like I think that all stems from the fact that when everybody like when they have like a small win in their life, you see them like putting it on social media. Again, it's not a bad thing, but again, I keep saying that word, but everything that you do in too much, like there's no good thing that comes from it. Like if every
Yeah,
single
that's so
day you're
true.
seeing, oh yeah, Chira bought a house, Naz bought a house, Fivan bought a house, Susan from down the street bought a house. Like people who are your age mates, I understand how it can make you feel like you're not achieving in life.
yeah.
But again, we have to remember, I've said this before, these are only a very, very, very small percent of people who are making it before they get to like their 30s. Like a very small amount of people.
Yeah.
And those are the people we compare ourselves to.
I know. Like, exactly. Like, people look at these social influencers. Is that what they're called? Just influencers.
Social media
Yeah, social
influencers,
media
yeah.
influencers. And they'll be like, oh, they're like, you know how nowadays a lot of them are like
Young,
20,
yeah.
21.
Yeah,
like,
like,
all these YouTube people.
It's
and
true.
all that.
Like Nella
So-
Rose is what? She's 23.
Exactly.
It's
But
mad.
then- literally. And then all these other chicks on like Instagram, you're just like, okay, they're 22.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm, 25 and up. And then, but I don't have anything going on for
Yeah.
myself. So they try to like, it makes them, their insecurities get magnified. They start to pick themselves apart
Yeah.
because they're thinking, oh, like I don't look like them. Oh, I don't do this. I'm still at uni. I don't have a job. I don't, all these things. I want to start a business, but I don't have a following. You start to pick yourself apart, and then that's how your insecurities come on. And then a lot of time, that's kind of like
Yeah.
where like the BBL craze is coming into,
Yeah.
like plastic surgery,
Yeah.
anxiety, depression, mental health. Like in general, it's all spiked from.
This.
Yeah, I'm not saying social media created it because it didn't, but it definitely magnifies it
Yeah.
because it's like it's such an easy access. Like everyone has a phone.
Yeah, it's
It's
true.
right at the tip of your hands. It's the
It's
first
really
thing you look at,
interesting
last
how-
thing you look at.
How people think that like you can only make it up to 25 and then that's it. You're like,
Crazy.
After
like,
25,
you have so
done.
much life left. Like
Yeah.
how is that? Like, and to be honest, like obviously it's great to be successful when you're younger. Like it's great, but personally I feel like, I don't know, like as you get older, you know yourself more, right? Like you have more
Maturity,
experience,
life
maturity.
experiences.
Yeah.
So if you make it in quotation marks later on in life, like I feel like that's better, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. But even okay, we make it seem like we got it together, but we definitely go through these struggles ourselves.
Yeah.
For sure,
Oh no,
100%.
definitely.
Like we definitely would be like,
100%.
I'm close to
even
getting
30. Yeah,
it's
that
like-
30 mark.
And then I think also for women, it's hard because we've got that
Yeah.
biological clock as well.
yeah,
Right.
for real.
So it's like things on top of that. But like I've got people that I know that are my friends that are like in their 60s, right?
Your
they-
friends.
Yeah, why are you doing that? My friend, I'm telling you, everybody needs to be friends with old people. I'm telling you, they give you life lessons. Like,
Yeah.
they literally, because I tell them, oh, like, you know, like I feel like at this point in my
Yeah.
life I should be somewhere, like, you know, like I should be
Definitely.
further.
Yeah.
And then definitely.
Definitely different perspective.
Yeah. So they'll be like, oh, like, all right, like I you don't make it to get 35, or this is what's gonna happen. Like, I've heard, they tell me all these like things, like life lessons, and it makes me look at things like in a different perspective. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, like, you know, you have those moments in your life where you're like, you dwell on it and you make it seem like such a big deal, like this is life or death.
Yeah.
And then you go through it and you're kind of like, why did
Why did I stress about that?
why am I stressing so much
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like,
Even like personally, like I'm just like, I'm going to be 30 in a couple of years, a few more years. It's like, I need to have a great job. I need to have hella savings.
maybe
I need
married, have a
to get
kid.
married, kids, that by 30. I'm like, why is the mark 30? Like, I don't understand why I put that pressure on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you don't even enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, you're literally stressed every day. You're miserable. You're not actually enjoying life. You're not being grateful for the like little things. And you know what? Like little things that you actually achieve, you don't even see them because
That's
you're
true.
constantly. And to be honest, once you get there, you probably won't even enjoy it then. Like
Yeah.
if you actually do get those things,
Yeah.
because you know, like you're just like thinking about the next step. You're like, oh, I gotta build a house. I gotta,
I gotta
do
do
this.
this, I gotta do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. Like, I think for me, like, going back to what I was saying about staying in your own lane and like achieving at your own pace
Yeah.
is definitely something that I've been learning to do over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that I want to say I'm perfect at, but I think it's so important, like for myself, that I always remember that I'm on my own journey.
Yeah.
And I might not achieve things at the same pace that someone else did. Like, I might not, but also that comes back to like pressures
Yeah.
from being an African person.
Yeah.
And being like Zimbabwean, this, that, and the other. And like that comparison to like your peers.
Yeah.
And that's even just detaching from the social media thing. I think it's a cultural aspect of
Yeah.
things as well.
It's not easy. You definitely
And
have
it's
a
not,
lot.
man.
Yeah,
it's not just
easy.
you.
It's not
It's also
easy.
people's opinions. Yeah, like you said, like our families,
Yeah.
friends, where people say, "Oh, you haven't got this yet. What kind of job?" Like, you know, you just
Yeah.
you're like, "Wait, should I be
It's
thinking
true.
about that? Should I be?"
It's
then
literally like
you just
it's like that thing. Okay, you're single. Okay, why don't you get a boyfriend? Okay, you got a boyfriend. But when are you
When are you gonna
get
have kids?
Yeah.
Okay, you get engaged. When are you gonna get married? Okay,
Yeah.
you get married. You have a kid. Okay, like all these things. Are you
What's
gonna have more
next?
kids?
What's
It's like,
next?
are you gonna
Yeah.
buy a house?
But-
It's never ending.
It's never
It's
ending.
never
So
end, never
there's always
You're
a
gonna
quota you have to meet. And
Exactly.
it's not good. Like, I feel like sometimes like our African parents, even like
But it's not just
aunties,
Africans though.
Yeah.
Just in general, parents, aunties, this, that, and the other. I just feel like, because my lived experience is being like from a person of color, but I feel like that's my lived. I can't speak for white people. I'm sorry, I can't. But like, from my personal experience, I feel like we get a lot of pressure from our families. A lot of the families being our parents, because I think a lot of the time they look at like their peers as kids and they're like, this person's done this person's done that. What are you doing?
the comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen that be so detrimental for like a
For
lot of people who are my
sure.
friends. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm very lucky in the aspect that I have a very open relationship with my parents and we can talk about these things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's still that pressure. And you
Yeah.
see how it negatively impacts people, because now they start buying a house and they can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They start doing things that are out of their means because they want to meet a quota and they want to like impress people. And
Yeah.
it's like, but you're not living your life for you, you're living it for other people.
Yeah.
Or they do a degree that they didn't even want to do.
Yeah.
Because again, they want to like impress people,
Like
make
tick
other
a
people
box.
happy. Yeah.
Yep.
It's interesting because like a lot of people that say that about degrees and stuff, it's like always, well, I did it because
My parents
I had
wanted me to
pressure.
do it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had pressure to
That's
do
a
it.
line I hear a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing that
And it adds, I don't know, I feel like the way that I think about it is, at the end of the day, I'm the one who's going to have to live this life.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's going to be upset.
Yeah.
If I'll upset I'll upset my parents today, but tomorrow I know I'm going to be happy.
Yeah, I think,
And they'll get over it, G. Like, honestly.
I'm learning that over time. Like,
Yeah.
I am learning that. I feel like now I'm kind of like, I'm living my life for me, man.
And that's it. Live your life like it's golden,
it.
G. Because you never know, man. Like, for real. You do not want to be unhappy 20, 30 years from now because you've
Looking
lived
back
a
and
life
then-
that's not your authentic life.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's hard. I do understand it. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
I think, like I said before, like you can have ambition, but it's just like don't attach your self-worth to it.
Yeah.
Like, don't-
word,
like-
word.
Yeah.
That was deep. Say it again for the people. You can have what? Ambition, but what?
Don't attach your self-worth to it.
Nah, that's powerful.
And you know this, like I always have this conversation with people, like, do you prefer happiness or contentment? And like I feel like the
Didn't
quick.
we- oh, yeah.
Yeah, we actually did a poll on this as
Yeah,
well, and
yeah.
like the majority did say happiness.
Yeah.
And like I do understand it because it does like go, like it intertwines, like they're both kind of like similar.
Yeah.
But I feel like with happiness, like a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm in a really happy relationship. Yeah, I'm really happy. I just got promoted. Yeah, I'm really happy. I just went like, but like I feel like it's like you're chasing that happy, but contentment, I feel like it has like a bad rep because it seems like you're just being stagnant.
Yeah.
But it's just like, no, it's like whatever position you are in life, like wherever you are, like you're content because you don't attach your self-worth to it. Like you're happy, like you have contentment in you. You know, do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah,
I think I do get what you're
Like
saying.
so, like
yeah.
I feel like I personally would prefer to be content over happy because it's just like regardless of what I achieve, I'm always going to try to do the best that I can, and I'm always going to, like, in every aspect of my life. But like I want to be content in the way where it's like I'm okay with my flaws, I'm okay with my failures, I'm content because I don't attach my self-worth to those outside, like, you know,
Like exterior factors.
Exterior
I get what you're
factors,
saying,
yeah.
That's so true. I think also like sometimes happiness can also cause selfishness
yeah.
Okay.
in a sense where, like, I'm just putting out a scenario where you might have a family,
Yeah.
right? And then at the end of the day, you know how it's a bit far fetched, but you know how sometimes you can have a situation where like you're middle class and you have a family, you've got kids,
Yeah.
right? Like I even know somebody that has kids and all these things and wanted to chase a dream that obviously brings happiness to them. But look, realistically, if you have a dream doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? That's just life.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is. Not everyone gets that shot.
Facts.
Right? So she had that situation where she was chasing a dream and she could not get it. But her kids were hungry. She had bills to pay. They were losing money. They didn't have shit going on for themselves. And it's like in that moment she realized that her happiness was just her being selfish.
Okay.
And she
Yeah.
had to look at the bigger thing and, like
The
you
bigger
said,
picture.
and had to be content
Content.
with her life and
Yeah.
do a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
And also like on like when with happy and sad, like it's like when you're happy, you're having a great day, like you're happy. Like if things are going in life, great in life, you're happy.
Yeah.
What about when you're sad? Like does that, like, you know what I mean? Like obviously when you're sad, but if you're content, like if you have gratitude, if you're grateful, if you like think of like the little things in your life, like having a family, having a house, if you see those things as such, like if you put that on a high pedestal,
Yeah.
then like you will like, I don't know, I feel like you're your best version of yourself where you constantly can get up and like do
Better.
better rather than
yourself. Yeah, I think, like you said, I think the word content like makes it seem like you've given up, like stagnant, like you said. So I think maybe a lot of people kind of read it in that way.
Like you're
Also then just
like
happiness.
you're just like you're
Yeah, like
happy
you're just like
to
whatever.
be, to be flatlining.
No, no,
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
So-
that happiness and selfish. That's interesting.
There is
That's
that
actually
element.
very
They
interesting,
can have that
yeah.
element too. I'm not saying if you're happy, that not all the time.
But can you
Yeah,
not be content and happy at the same time?
you can.
You can, yeah.
Like I feel like they work like because I completely agree with what you're saying, like 100%.
Yeah.
I do. I completely
Yeah.
agree. But like I feel like sometimes when you have that contentness, like where you're like in the place that you are, you're content. Like this is it's peace to you.
Yeah.
You can be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's other sources of things that provide your happiness.
Definitely.
Mm.
Definitely.
Wow. I love it.
Also, another thing is like I feel like obviously like your individuality is like obviously your greatest strength, right? Like
Yeah.
like it's so unrealistic to be like the same as like me and you are never going to be the same no matter how hard I try. Like I'm never going to. So it's like, why wouldn't I just embrace the fact that I'm different? You know what I mean? Like, so that's what another toxic thing about like social media and stuff is like everyone's like trying to be the same. Everyone's trying to look the same. Everyone's trying to do the same career. It's like, why? Like, I don't know.
Because from what they see, it works.
Yeah.
So they feel like they're not creative and they just think,
Yeah.
oh, let me do that. Like 1 + 1 = 2. So it will work for me. It worked for them.
Yeah.
Not
But
necessarily.
sometimes it's just not your calling, G. Like it's
Exactly.
not like we're not all supposed to be YouTubers. We're not all supposed to be Instagram influencers. Like we have different skills. Like I stay saying this, like let's lean on each other's strengths.
Yeah.
Like I say that all the time, even just on like with just the three of us. Like let's lean on each other's strengths because it's important. That's how like as people we grow and like we're successful like in communities. We lean on each other's strengths. But again, capitalism doesn't allow that.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's about dog eat dog. Like whoever can do it better is gonna make more capital. And I think that's what people's mentalities is around.
Yeah.
It's always consistently what's going to make me money, not what's going to make my life fulfilled.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs said it. His
like
money meant nothing to him at the end. Nothing.
he learned that at the end.
It's so sad, man.
I feel like if people's individuality and different talents and everything was celebrated, like if everyone like kind of like consciously, including us, everybody like was like, man, I love how you do this. Like, you know, like then they were like, oh, like, you know, like people wouldn't be so scared to like show their creative side. Like a lot of people are like, I don't want to show my creative side because that's not what makes money.
Yeah.
That's not like what I see.
But also,
you know?
I agree. And a lot of people also don't want to share information.
Yeah.
Like
They're
people
the gatekeep things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Like, why not share the information? Like, you get more out of it when you give somebody the knowledge more so than just tell them how to do something.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate people like that.
But everyone does it.
Yeah, to a certain
Everyone
extent.
does
But I like,
It's like, okay, well, I think
there's
it's
a
also
difference
sense-
between being private, like, but it's just like I don't really understand. Like, it's not gonna make you poorer. It's not gonna like make you like. I don't really get how you keep that information that could like be beneficial to someone else. Like, are you trying
Knowledge
to
is
big
power.
yourself? Like, that's what the thing is. Again, with capitalism, it's like there can only be one millionaire. There can only be one. Like, you know what? Like,
true.
there can only be one successful influencer.
Yeah.
That like it's not like you can bring yourself up and you can bring your community up as well. That's why people keep things to themselves. You know, it's like, man, I can't release all my secrets because then but
Yeah.
it's
But
not
I
really
think
like
it's
that.
also just like, okay, well, no one showed me. No one told me.
I figured it out by myself.
So why am I going to give out that information for free?
Nah, that's true. I get that.
That's the real.
That's the reality of it. I figured this out
So what
on my own.
they didn't have internet. They didn't have anyone to look up to. They literally stared at a wall and figured it out.
Maybe
no,
they-
but
no,
that's
but
what
no,
they say.
used-
They did their research.
They did their research themselves. Like you said, Google's free.
Yeah.
But they, quite feathered. But like, I put in the work.
but they looked up someone or they looked up
Exactly.
information.
Exactly. So
Exactly. I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
I understand.
Nah, I don't understand.
I don't
that.
think it's right. I definitely don't think it's right. I think it's important to share
So
information.
if you tell someone, hey, look, this worked for me, da 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 da, is that going to take away what you have?
No.
But it's kind of like
So why wouldn't you help if that person is your
But it's not
friend
about
or your
it's not about helping. I'll use an example. Fevin, let's say I've started a small business and like I bake cakes and like I've learned like the perfect way to bake cakes. I've been doing my research for like 10 years and like I've just perfected my crafts. Like, well, not the word perfect, but like I've perfected my craft.
Yeah.
And like I'm doing this thing that's dope. And you see and you're like, Chira, like, fam, how did you start like doing that? How did you start making those special edible flowers?
Yeah.
And then I say to you, sis, this has taken 10 years of me like practicing and learning. Do your research, learn your crafts. Like you got it. Because I've spent 10 years.
But that's you giving gems. It's literally there's a difference. Like it's like if I'm like, oh, give me the exact recipe. Like I'm trying to copy. Give me the exact recipe of your cake so I can make it and I can have a successful business. Yeah, that's wrong. But it's like if you're like saying like, no, like you just have to put in like the work. If you get a good accountant, if you get this, if you speak to a business person, then it will help you. Like that's free gems that you should be able to give away. Like,
Yeah,
why
that's
is-
calm.
that's
But I'm
calm.
not giving you my recipe. I'm telling
No,
you.
that's understandable. That's
Giving you
understandable.
recipes
There's
is crazy.
obviously.
That's crazy. But like, I think
That's
a lot
if I
of people.
bake cakes,
I
but
think
I
we're in
don't.
that society where it's like,
But people don't want to do that
everything-
either.
It's like gimme,
Yeah,
gimme,
no, they
gimme,
wouldn't.
mine.
But
type
you know
shit.
what? I
Like,
tell you what, like these people that like are the gatekeepers, they will be more than happy to get gems of other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
That's
they-
so true.
But they won't give their gems.
Why do you
Yeah.
want it? For sure.
Because
I
it's
completely
like
agree.
we're selfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
We're selfish.
It's we all do it to some extent.
Everyone does it. We're
Let's ask
selfish
them.
in that sense. We
So-
ask for everything,
it's
but we don't give
wrong.
shit in
Do
return
you
in that
think
sense.
inherently humans are selfish, or it's
Nah, not
something you
inherently.
learn?
It's learnt.
Yeah.
Definitely learnt.
So do you feel like we're born as a blank canvas, and then most of the things are
Yeah.
learned behaviors?
yeah,
You reckon?
I reckon selfishness is definitely a learnt behavior.
Yeah.
I think it's what society has taught us, and it's embedded the way.
Yeah.
Like it's a capitalist.
We're not
world.
born
But it's
selfish.
like, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not. It's, we're not. It's not. Yeah, like you said, blank. I like.
I
that.
feel like
Blank canvas.
I feel like I'm really passionate about it, obviously, because
Yeah, you
it's
are.
just it's because it's
Very
like
vocal.
I'm passionate about a lot of these subjects. It's just like when I see like black communities, I want all my black people to.
To succeed.
But it's
All of
like
us
the
have
black people
power.
that do succeed,
They
they
gatekeep.
always look like a lot of
Yeah.
them look down on the others. Like, man, why are they not doing this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why are they not doing this? It's like, why can't you? What are you doing? Build up your community.
I completely
we can-
agree.
Yeah.
They get a superiority complex. Like they feel
Yeah.
like they're doing better than everyone. Like it could be like for us, for example, be like, oh, we start a podcast. Someone else starts a podcast, and we now start chatting shit about their podcast. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
It's really not that
Yeah.
deep. Like for me, it's like that's fantastic. Like you're doing something
room-
you want to
there's
do.
room for us all.
There's
There's
room
room
for
for
all
us
of us.
all. Obviously, like
We
you
didn't
don't
create
want
this.
someone to do the exact same thing as you. Of course not. It's like the hell, man. You don't have your own style. Like what
Yeah.
kind of? Like of course, but like there's room for everybody.
There is.
100%,
This
like,
is
just
a
like
big
you
world,
said.
man. This is a big world.
And do you also think like with this like era that with social media and everything, like people kind of shit on a 9-to-5 job?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yes,
Do you
we've
think-
spoken about this.
We have, haven't we? Like I feel like people think
like
we gotta
entrepreneurship.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking that, but 9-to-5s are what build the
Country is what put food on your table.
Like, let's be real. I
Let's
feel
be
like
real. Legit.
people think,
No, that is
I'ma
the
be a
new
boss.
craze.
Like,
yeah, that is
yeah.
the new craze. Being
Everybody
like,
wants to be a CEO.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
No,
Honestly,
it's
it is
incredible.
amazing. Working for yourself, being
Yeah.
your own boss, that's fire. But that doesn't
don't knock
mean-
a 9-to-5.
Don't knock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't act like a 9-to-5 isn't like a respectful job.
Yeah.
Like you can. There's a lot that comes from a 9-to-5.
Yeah,
it's
of
true.
course.
But I think people just think, nah, I can't. I can't.
What
have
was
a
that
boss.
thing that
I
B
can't- I can't have a
Simone?
nine
It
to-
was B Simone, yeah.
Yeah, but okay, with B Simone, her
I-
statement was
that
a bit
was wrong.
wild.
Wait, what
but
was-
What'd she say?
she said she can't date someone who has a 9-to-5 because they won't be able to relate to her life. And I understood it. When I first heard it, I was like, this is wilding. But then she explained it and
But
it made sense.
she made it. She did look down on 9-to-5 people. She did.
Yeah. But when she explained it, like, I feel like it made sense. Because if you think about it, B Simone is like this like influencer, whatever she is, celebrity, that her life is on the road. She's consistently traveling. She's consistently like on the go. And she was saying like, because she did a live and she was explaining and she was
I get. What, yeah. I
yeah,
understand
that is
that.
she can't be with someone who just works 9-to-5 because they won't relate to her lifestyle.
She didn't
I don't-
say it like
no,
that
I
though.
wouldn't say relate.
And
I think
also,
it's
that's
just-
fair enough. That's definitely fair enough, like lifestyle. But she
Yeah.
didn't say it like that.
How did she say it?
I'm pretty sure she said it in a way where she's like, I don't want a 9-to-5 person. Like, I want.
It was
like-
derogatory.
yeah, like,
Okay.
when she was like, I need a man that's like an entrepreneur like me. Like, that's kind of how she said it, right?
So she was saying that if you work a 9-to-5, you're not a man.
You're a peasant.
You're a basic nigga.
Fuck outta here.
You're not a hustler.
Fuck out of here. Okay.
You know, like, right? It's like she was
know,
saying,
kinda.
like, you're not a hustler, and if you work a 9-to-5, like, you don't have that mindset of entrepreneur. Like,
Which is crap though. Like I think
I don't
it's
agree with
bullshit
that.
because you can still be a hustler and
For
work your
sure,
9-to-5.
man.
I know people who work 9-to-5s and have a small business on the side. Like
Yeah.
their 9-to-5 is just
But
their
even,
day job.
but even if you work a 9-to-5 and that's it, like that's good.
If
like,
you're putting food on the table, it's calm.
I don't understand that. Like I think it's that whole like you don't you have a boss. That mentality of like you've got someone telling you what to do.
And I think obviously the consistent pay, right, as well, that's what gets looked down on. Like you
the
always
pay.
get your check. Whereas with entrepreneurship, you have to work your ass off to get that check, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But
like,
what about the hard yards they did to get that good job that got them that check? Like, you know, but
Yeah, I think it's just
What
like
if they're 9 to 5 and they're the CEO
I love
of a mega
like
multi-million dollar
I love that
company?
people
It's mad.
want to work for themselves. That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
beautiful. I love that people are like that now, especially younger people as
Yeah.
well. I love that, but also don't knock a 9 to 5.
No, don't do it, man.
Like fuck out of here.
they're
like,
both great.
Yeah, man.
Do you do what's great for your lifestyle?
Literally.
No, that's the truth, G. That's the truth.
Sometimes people need reality checks where they think that, sorry, keep it real. You're not the celebrities. You're a fucking Perth local, bro. Like,
Oh, what was
no,
the
like
rap?
sometimes you do need reality, man.
it's
you need
true.
reality. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Come on, know where you are. I'm not saying you can't
It's-
strive for that.
It's
Work
hard.
for that.
It's hard because obviously it's like don't ever like think something's impossible. Always dream big.
Yeah.
But then it's like be realistic as well.
You have to be realistic.
But it's like
I hate that. I
I don't like
yeah,
that
I
though.
hate it.
Actually,
It's
It's
hard.
because
I
it's
don't
like, do
like
you think
that.
Do you
No.
think like
It's
look
like
at
I'm
all
putting-
these people
I'm
that
putting-
made it?
Yeah, it's like I'm putting. But look,
Made
Okay,
it.
no, all right. I hate it, but also at the same time, you still have to be realistic.
it's never gonna happen.
You
No,
can't
everyone
tell me.
Whoa.
No, I'm saying not all. I'm saying that it's never gonna happen where everybody is going to be.
You're not all gonna be rappers. Like, let's
Rappers,
use that as an
But I
example.
think if you wanted to work at it all your life, like I
Do
think,
you think, man? You're
yeah, but I think in terms of being realistic, maybe just like not have a job, like
No, I just
have
like,
a job and still do the rapping as well. Like
Yeah.
don't be doing the rapping for 20 years on set.
No,
this is
when
what
I
we're talking
say-
about: happiness and contentness. Like
Yeah.
the rapping might make you, this is just an example. The happiness might make you happy, but
of course. But like
the rapping might make you happy,
But you need to have
But
a job as well.
so you can be content.
No,
I
they're content from their rapping.
Nah, fam.
I mean,
How can you be content from your rapping and you're not bringing in any dollar bills? Like, let's make it make
it's-
sense.
Because they're
He's
content.
fulfilled.
He's
He's
fulfilled.
fulfilled.
He's fulfilled.
Fulfilled, but you can't eat.
That's it.
That's just like being realistic. Like obviously, literally, you
He's gonna have
can't
to
do
work.
that. You have to work.
Yes, you
but I
do.
don't think you should give up your dream. Like regardless if
that's
you're
not what
50,
I'm
60.
saying. That's not all I'm saying. I feel like there's never too much of like you can never be too old to have a dream and to fulfill it. But I think you also have to be realistic in the back of your mind. Like
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but
It's
like
calm.
when I said you have to be realistic, I mean like in a sense of like I'm not saying you can never reach that. Just be aware of where you are at that moment.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I think
yeah.
people get influenced by I don't even know. Like Nella Rose did it, so I'm gonna start doing it. But it doesn't mean that you're at where you're not there yet. You've got to work
Okay.
your way up. You know what I mean?
get
But I
you,
think
yeah.
it goes back to like, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it for fulfillment? Are you doing it to chase that bag?
Everything,
You know,
everything comes back down to that.
like
doesn't it?
yeah.
What are you doing it for?
Like,
It's
what are you
true.
doing
Yeah.
it for? If
Yeah.
you're doing it because it's a hobby, you enjoy it, do it for the rest of your life. Fuck it. But if you're doing it to literally be Jay-Z, like, and like be a billionaire, like,
It's not gonna happen.
Do you think Do you think
it can
if-
happen, of course.
It can happen.
Okay, all right,
Do you
okay.
think
It's,
if
it's gonna
someone-
happen, but it's like what is it that you're doing it for? Because I feel like when you do something out of passion, it actually flourishes.
100%.
But if you do something out of I'm doing this because I want it to make me money, I don't or necessarily think a lot of those things flourish because you
No, it
have to have
doesn't.
passion behind what you're
yeah,
doing.
100%.
Yeah.
And I guess
Otherwise,
that's
I
I
guess.
guess that's what
I
she was
agree.
saying as well. Then you start to stress, or was it you that you start to stress? It becomes
Yeah.
a chore, etc. And then you kind of become bad at it.
And I think also
Yeah.
if you start to look at let's just say my hobby was drawing, right?
Yeah.
But if I start to be like, okay, I'm a good drawer, let's just make this a money thing, and I'm just chasing the dollar, like I'm just being like money, money, money. I feel like I'll start to lose my passion.
yeah.
Like my drawing may not be as good
Yeah.
because I'm
Or you're
focusing
comparing
on-
yourself.
I'm just focusing on the money side of things where if I was to focus on my passion, maybe money would come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You got to have that balance.
It's even with this podcast.
Damn.
It's like focusing on like how much like we enjoy it rather than
Yeah.
like where it could take us.
Definitely.
Like we're always
But
constantly.
if the
just
money
keep-
wants to come, I'm definitely
Yeah,
happy to hear
like,
that
if,
too.
if anyone wants to sponsor us,
JD, if
what's
you
up,
want to
what's
give
up,
us
what's
free
up?
shoes, I'm here.
I'm here. I'm ready for it.
I
all.
wear a UK size 6.
I'll wear anything if it's free.
Nah, I'm not capping. Like JD, we want that.
Why are you
sponsorship.
limiting yourself to JD?
No, I really want that JD sponsorship,
We
man.
want it all, man. Nike.
But Nike also, yeah.
Yes, I want it all.
Oh, yeah,
Slide in the DMs.
dude. Please slide in.
Whoever wants to slide in, get in there. We are happy to try anything new.
If
Do you know
it's
what's
free,
free?
we'll wear it.
Do you know, even like going back to the BBL, like, isn't it crazy that like everyone looks the same?
Yeah.
It's mad, fam.
Isn't that crazy? It's like,
So
why do you want to look like
crazy.
everybody else? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, again, like I don't want to knock. Like, I have like a hate love relationship with like the plastic
Plastics.
surgery
Yeah.
thing, because I'm always like, do what makes you happy. Right?
Yeah.
Like, and if that makes you happy, then that's,
Do it, man.
yeah, of course. But then it's like, are you really happy?
I think it's toxic, man.
Yeah.
The BBL epidemic
Are
is what
you-
I'm calling it now.
Are you really?
Seriously.
Are you really happy? Because, like, obviously, if we're just talking about like the procedure, even though it's like it can be dangerous, right?
Yeah.
It can be dangerous, but then in terms of like actually changing your body, like you can kind of like, if you really want to be like nitpicky, like you can kind of say like, so why do you get a haircut? Why do you get braces? Why do you wear makeup? Why do you
Yeah.
like invest
You
in
can.
skincare?
Okay.
Like
Definitely.
you want to better
Yeah.
your, like, I get it, like I understand, but it's like,
I think, okay, look, I feel like I am in support of plastic surgery completely. If you don't like something, look, you have one life. If you want to make something, if you want to feel better about yourself,
Yeah.
do it. But
Yeah.
my thing is when to the point where you can't even recognize the person, and you
Yes.
are looking like just fucked up.
Scary. Like some
like,
people actually look
It's,
terrifying.
it's so scary, and it's like one of those things that we were just talking about earlier. You're chasing perfectionist,
Yes.
perfectionism. Sorry, and it's like and with that, that's why they keep going back.
Yeah.
It's because
It's
they
addictive.
not even that. You're chasing
something that's not real.
I've
that's
done
what it
this.
is. That's
Yeah.
why it's toxic. That's exactly what she
Yeah,
said.
okay, and that side of things,
Yeah.
yes. I think when people like, oh, I got my lips. Okay, that went well. Let me do my cheeks. Let me get my fillet. Like,
Yeah.
all
Or
these-
even I got my lips, they're not thick enough. I want more. I want more. I want more. And then you start doing the fill. Like
And-
it's toxic.
And a lot of, you know what's so crazy is a lot of these cosmetic companies, they actually can't say no to the people that come in, and they say, like, even when you know that it's too far gone, they won't tell them no. They'll be
These
like,
industries,
it's
they're,
fucked up.
But they're making a lot of money from it right
they're
now.
thriving.
Cosmetology right now is booming.
They're literally
Booming.
thriving off our insecurities.
literally.
And that's why it's toxic.
And
That's
it's just, if you're gonna do it as well, like, research the places that you're gonna do it. Research
But that's
the
the
surgeon.
thing, Naz. People
A lot of-
aren't doing that.
I know they're going to the fucking basements and getting that shit
And not
done.
even just
It's
that. Like
actually
you
so
see
sad.
people saving up money going to third world countries to get BBLs.
Yeah.
They will fly there to chase this
They'll
look.
go to Thailand. They'll
They
go
will,
to like
and it's so dangerous.
Yeah.
And even on top of that, like, cause I was reading up about this, the recovery time for some of these people it's not even like just 3 months. It can be a year where you're recovering from this surgery.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were saying it's painful, man. It's pain. Imagine not being able to sit on your backside.
I know
all for superficial.
it's so crazy.
And it's for momentary gain.
It's and it also, it literally like I said, like, do whatever makes you happy. But it's
Yeah.
like a lot of the time, if they actually did that work within themselves, like, I swear to God, like, a lot of it they wouldn't even want to do. Like,
It's
if,
true.
If
It's
they realized, like,
word.
look, like, I'm good. Like, I may be like, like, my imperfections, I'm like,
my perfections.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's, I don't know. It's hard. I don't want to. I don't know. I have a different kind of like. Because I can understand if you honestly do not like something about yourself.
Yeah.
Because we may not understand it, but if
Yeah.
you genuinely have something that you just don't like about yourself,
Yeah.
But it's like, why do you not like it? Because you don't like it, or is
it
because
could.
that?
Who knows? Unless that
see,
person knows.
I'm
It-
okay with it in that essence because you know there's
never
some kids
know.
who've been bullied, like they have like
Exactly.
a big
Or-
nose, they've been bullied
Yeah,
about it,
yeah.
and they get like a rhinoplasty,
Yeah.
whatever. That's fine. Like I feel like that's completely
Yeah.
calm, but I just think it's actually really toxic when it becomes this situation where you're changing everything about yourself
course,
because
yes.
you're seeking this ideology of being perfect,
Yeah.
or being this version of yourself,
Yeah.
or you're changing yourself to look like someone else
Yeah.
because you feel like you're not good enough with the way that
Facts.
you look
And
naturally.
also,
And
in
that's
these
scary.
surgeries, yeah, exactly. And even in these consultations, like these surgeons won't tell you no because it's a paycheck.
It is.
every time they cut somebody open. So that, like even if they know that this is too far gone,
It's dangerous. They won't.
you
They'll
can get a
still
little bit
go.
more. You can still do this. You can still do that.
But I like that. Fuck, I forgot what it's called. I'll think about it. But that shirt, it's like a shirt.
Dr. Miami,
Yeah, was it botched?
botched, yeah.
And they told him no.
Yeah, but even the guy on there, he got his face done.
Yeah,
And
you
he
can
looks
see that.
and he looks horrible. So for me, it's like, why would you go to someone that if his face is fucked, why would you trust him to cut you open?
But he didn't do his own face though. G.
still, man, come on, you're a surgeon.
He didn't.
You top dollar.
He didn't do his own
No.
face.
If you're looking like that, I would not go to you. You fucked up.
I could still go to you, but I wouldn't go to the surgeon that did you.
No, because I'm sure. No, there's just.
You reckon
if
he
you're
did it in
fucked
his own clinic? His boy did it for
No,
him. Because there's two of them, innit?
Yeah, I'm sure, and I'm sure he got. He knows who the top dog is. He probably got the top dog, and he looked like that. Why would I trust them with my no?
I think also as well, like people constantly go back because they'll be like, I got a new ass. Look how much attention I'm getting.
Exactly.
Look how, like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
my
there's that
God.
element
Like,
to it.
Yeah.
and it's like, if I get boobs, then I'll get even more attention.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just
It's
like,
true.
Remember that TikTok?
yeah, that
That girl with the boobs and her ass,
The
Oh,
one
that
she was
was
one of the
bad.
two that were walking down the
and
street.
she looked like she had like fucking basketballs.
she
on her
doesn't
chest.
see it though, because in her mind, she's like, this is,
How can you not see it?
I know.
How can
we
you
have to
not?
post this video or something? So
Yeah, I'll post it. But I feel like, do you know what it is? Its peak. Like, it's really sad. Like, it's actually very, very, very sad because these people do not value, like, and I'm not saying this is for everyone who gets plastic surgery, no, but there's people who go to extremes and it's just like,
When it's not safe.
it's not
Yeah.
safe. Like, how can you be flying to Turkey, to Thailand,
So sad.
just to get like a body? Like, what's wrong with the body that God gave you, man?
Facts.
Like,
And facts.
no, for real. Like, I know that sounds like really horrible and like mean, but you're so blessed, like, to be, you're functioning, and then you go and you
Yeah.
get these surgeries. Like, you don't even think about like, what's the likelihood of being septic afterwards? You've gone to a third world country.
And what's in it as
but
well.
yeah, but also like, why draw the line there? If you're gonna start doing that, there's, like you said earlier, there's so many other things that we've all done that we can. It's like saying like going to Turkey, get your teeth done,
Yeah.
or getting wigs.
People do that.
Yes.
Yeah, of
They go to
course.
Turkey to get
Oh, yeah, I haven't thought about it, bro.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm that's why I don't want to be
I'm not
hypocrite
trying to
because
bash people,
even
that's
me,
not
like
it.
there's certain things I'm like, man, if I had the money, I would do
Yeah, me
this.
too.
100%. Like I'm not like
Right at that
Like-
surgeon's door.
Which is
It's like
in
ready.
Calabasas.
But it's like I honestly wish we did live in a society where we were like like all our bodies
We
were
just
just
celebrate,
celebrated. It's
yeah.
like it's not realistic for
But-
all of us to have the same body, and
That's
it's not
so
even
true.
cute, bro.
But like even this thing, right? Do you know Rebel, the she used to be fat, the
Oh
the
yeah,
Australian actress?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like all these like people that are so like, it's so funny they brought this up. They were like all these fat celebrities that talk about I love the skin that I'm in, and now all skinny, and they're like so is there like if you
But I
you-
think
you're
that's-
saying you like I don't know, it was just like saying like even like with Adele, right? It's like you say that you love the skin you're in, the fat, you love it all, the stretch marks, all that shit, but then
But I think it's about like loving
Health?
your body, health, and loving your body at every stage.
Yes.
'Cause, like
Yes.
as women,
'Cause
our
Adele
body's
looks
always
incredible,
changing,
man.
right?
no, for sure, Adele looks incredible.
She
But she
looks
looked
She looked incredible
But
before
then-
as well.
Okay,
I actually
let's-
prefer over. Like,
Really?
I'm not going to say overweight, but when she was bigger,
Yeah.
I actually think she looks.
Now
more
she's skinny. Now she's
beautiful.
getting all these niggas.
But she still looks beautiful now. Like
And she
that's
looking real
bad
good.
for me to say, but
But like even who was it? Like Lizzo. Like I think when she did that music video with Cardi B.
Yeah.
And
People are horrible, man.
I know
exactly what
she
you're
was
about to talk
like
about.
I don't know. I actually haven't even heard the song or seen the video.
I love it. Rumors.
Oh, the rumors.
Oh, is that what it's called? I don't know.
Yeah. It's
But,
actually
It's fake.
But she went on live like right after and was basically like crying because she's like, I am so happy. I'm proud of who I am in the
Yeah.
skin that I'm in. But yet I'm getting so like everyone just kept attacking her.
Yeah.
for being a bigger girl.
Just like as if they've never seen a big person before. Like why are you offended?
Yeah.
Disgusting. Like,
If fucking
And that's
Beyonce
exactly
was
why this
twerking and
happened.
doing all the shit that like confident in her own skin, why can't Lizzo? Like why
Yeah.
is there why does it have to be a shame and being a bigger girl?
yeah, it's true.
I actually don't get it.
She's so fly, bro.
I I think she's fly as
beautiful.
well.
So fly.
But then
Yeah.
I feel like now if she was to,
and she's in her 30s, which I love.
And do you know what I love as well? Now
love that.
she is in her 30s, and I love now that she's very like health conscious, and I love that. Like,
Isn't she a vegan?
She is vegan, yeah, and
Yeah.
I love that. Like, I love that she's vegan and health conscious, but she's
Still a big
bigger.
girl. Yeah.
I'm like, that's so great. So people can't be like, oh my god, she eats bad. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
yeah.
And also, vegan doesn't mean you're skinny.
no, it
Guys,
doesn't.
what-
But
what
I
do
think
you
she's
gain?
clean.
I don't understand
that's-
what people gain from like knocking someone down for their appearance. Like it's
Yeah.
just
It's
It's really
crazy.
sad, and I feel like it's something that's so massive in our generation because there's just sources for you to be able to sit behind a computer and just absolutely just type rubbish
Yeah.
just to make someone else feel
But
bad.
I
It's-
will say this though, and
horrible.
I think I was like, remember when like, hey, talking about these girls, I do, Liza Tell, Kardashians, right?
God,
And
she
it's
hates
like-
talking about them, she said.
No, I said Liza Tell. So Khloe Kardashian, do you remember when like this picture came out of her where she took a picture and like a bikini pic and she hated the photo? Like obviously it wasn't edited and had the filters and everything. It was just like a picture, and she literally went so hard and got it like blocked off every social media site.
yeah.
And like, so if anyone tried to upload it, they would get flagged. And
Was that Chloe or Kim?
Khloe.
It was Chloe.
And it's like, I saw this take on it where they were kind of like, how the hell can you be mad at people talking shit about like bodies and BBLs and all these things when you and your family were the ones that kind of started the craze?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
And I was like, damn.
They,
like,
yeah.
And
With-
up to this
'cause
day,
right,
they
it's a
deny
black,
it.
literally,
it's a black,
you're being like a big hypocrite about it.
it's black
Yeah.
culture. Like they took her off. Like
It is.
obviously.
But
But that's
but
another
that's how we
story.
built-
That's another topic in
story.
itself.
But
That's how-
because
yeah.
they did it, it became a craze, and like literally everyone's doing it. But you know what annoys me about them?
I'm going to correct you. Yeah, black people are naturally built that way.
Yeah.
Yes,
We didn't do
but
the
it's
BBL.
not
Oh, of course. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Did
That's
the BBL
exactly
to
what I meant.
yeah.
like they've
But it's not
taken that.
desirable because we're black.
Yeah, they've taken it off black culture.
Oh,
like
no, okay, now we're going into
the
that.
hips, the curves, the ass, everything. Like it's
a
not
whole
on
nother
every
episode.
black. It's
It
not
is.
on-
It's another episode, and that
Definitely.
one I'll
It's not
be
on
very
every black
passionate, man.
woman, but it is like black women. Like, and obviously they took that part of our culture. Take our rhythm, but not our blues.
Amen.
And
I'm sorry, but nah.
Yeah, no, for
and then
topic
yeah,
on
they
its
made
side,
it. They made it like freaking
Desirable.
Yeah.
desirable, expensive, rich,
Rich.
and now like everyone's
Classy.
doing
Yeah,
Clean, yeah.
click. Exactly. Oh my God, everybody wants to look like that.
Yeah.
sex
And-
symbol.
Yeah.
Do you know what's frustrating about them, and not even just what I like about Cardi B, because obviously she has fake
Authentic.
boobs and fake ass and stuff. I just love it when people like this is I love it when people are honest.
Yeah,
And they're
transparent
like,
Yeah,
about
I
it.
got my ass done. Yeah, I got my boobs done. Like that.
Me too. I love that.
Because then people can understand like I don't have a flat stomach because it's not fake.
Yeah,
or like I don't have
100%.
it like, and it's just like
Cardi B always talks about it. She'd be
Yeah.
like, I don't know what the hell's in my ass. Also, like her
Yeah.
stomach, she'd be like, my stomach looks like this because I had lipo.
Yeah.
It's like, be real. Like, I think
And
even
then-
that's my issue with like
Yeah.
early on with like Nicki Minaj.
yeah.
Yeah,
Acting
they're
like
trying to
acting like
deny
that big
that they were
badonk is
built
real.
like that.
Please, girl,
Please.
guys. Like,
And even
stop.
when you see them in
True.
the gym and they're like, we work so hard and stuff. Okay, you might like cool, but it's like don't talk about your body being from working out. Be completely honest.
Yeah.
You're
Facts.
maintaining it because if you don't freaking work out, it will fucking drop.
Yeah.
But be honest so people don't like look at you and be like, oh my God, I'm working out, but my body doesn't
It's
look
just
like
not-
that.
How
you
many
know?
girls? Do you know how many people I've known? Oh, no, known. I've seen that get lipo, get the BBL, and then promote waist trainers.
Yeah.
Like,
But
that
do you
shit
know what
is
it
real?
is? Again, the Kardashians started this. Remember
Yeah.
when Kim used to stand on her stories with her
Yes.
waist trainers, and then all of us are like buying waist trainers. Like, we're gonna look
Oh
like
yeah,
Kim
I was
Kardashian.
almost, and then someone told me they were bad for you, so then I didn't. Buy
They're
it.
actually really good for your back.
like
Really?
in terms
They're-
of posture.
Yeah, they're really good for back support. But like, obviously that's not why they're doing it.
No.
But like,
They don't have a tiny.
but like,
waist.
yeah, like what? I
Yeah.
feel like you got that from that.
Be honest, man. Be honest.
No, they sell the capsules,
I
they do the
actually think
tea,
it's amazing.
all these things that
It's
they
always
promote.
a different fad, man.
but that's what
Always
makes money,
something.
right?
does. So
makes
crazy.
money if they like promote.
If you
like
if you
flat-
say that that's what's going to give you that curve, people will buy into it. Regardless
Yeah.
of people don't even look at the ingredients and
Yeah.
say what it actually contains.
it's so sad, bro.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
This world, it will
We
kill
chase
you.
anything. We
Nah,
just
for
chase a
real.
dream.
And it's just this again going back to this idea of being perfect, like chasing
Yeah.
a look that is not you. Like
Not
there's
you.
just no authenticity in our generation anymore, and it's really
So
sad.
sad.
Like
Even
Like-
the way people do their makeup, everyone does their makeup the same.
same,
Everyone does their
yeah.
hair the same. There's no individuality.
And it's
like,
guilty
why?
of this. Like,
Because I
I'm
think
all
people,
saying I'm perfect,
people are
but
afraid to stand out alone in a crowd.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Everyone wants to be, in a sense, a follower.
It's
Yeah.
comfortable.
When some exactly
it's
when
comfortable.
someone
Yeah.
has a different opinion, like if everyone's like, oh yeah, blue's my favorite color, if I'm gonna be like red's my favorite color, I don't want everyone to look at me like
Yeah.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like everyone just wants to feel a sense of fitting in, like just kind of being with the crowd.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because
People are
like
afraid
back
to
in the
stand
day, like obviously now the craze is to have like, which is amazing. Like I love that like curvy women are celebrated.
Yeah.
But it's like not long ago, it was like you had to be tall, skinny, thin
Yeah.
eyebrows. It's like,
Yeah.
what's going to be the next craze? And what are
Exactly.
these people going to do?
Go back to the surgeon. Take it out, sir. There's a new thing.
Bro, like, what are we gonna look like when we're 50, man?
That's another thing.
Yeah.
That's
What are you gonna
another
look
thing.
like? Like,
But
because
you know
it's
what
a
they
new
say,
craze
they don't
right now.
care.
They don't care. But like
Care
when
when I'm old.
yeah, exactly. In 20 years, you don't know what that's gonna look like.
Yeah.
And we don't know the contraindications, man. Like, you don't know, like,
Yeah.
what are the long-term effects of these procedures. Again, going back to the fact people are flying to third world countries. Like, it's just scary. I've seen some scary photos, like, of people having like infections, like where their body's
yuck,
rejecting
yes,
it. Like,
yeah.
it's terrifying.
Yeah.
And what are the long-term effects for that? Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
How is it gonna affect you 20 years from now? Cardi B even said she doesn't know what's in her ass.
Yeah.
What's it gonna do?
Even
to her?
K Michelle, she had to get like 4 blood transfusions to get what was in her ass.
Oh.
She nearly died because
That's so
it was just so it was making her like she had a leak or something, and it was just
See, when you hear things like that, you don't think it's toxic?
what?
Because you say, I support plastic surgery, 100%.
This girl's coming. For
Yeah,
us today.
bro, you're gonna get a lot of girls
She's
mad at you.
coming for
No, I
her
just
neck.
think
No, but
like
you can agree.
okay, no, yeah, obviously, like maybe where she got it done was fucked up. I'm not against like if she, I don't know why she got it done. Obviously, she maybe got it done for like just vain reasons, but this.
Isn't it all for vain reasons?
No,
Nah.
some people have real
real, yeah.
insecurities, like
Oh.
for real. Like some things are just for cosmetic
Oh, not-
benefits.
So isn't that like, of course, so,
Like some people, like for example, if you have really big boobs,
Yeah,
and you
you
get
get a
really
reduction.
bad back
Yeah.
pain and you need to get a reduction and you want to get a lift, that's not.
Okay,
Of
but all right, I
course,
think the
obviously,
way
that's
we're
different.
looking at it is we're looking
but
at.
isn't it because
like-
she's insecure, not because she's vain?
What?
That she got, like, she did that?
Who are we talking about? K
Michelle?
Michelle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I don't know. I don't know why she got it done. I think she probably just got it done because it was popping at the time. The big butt. Oh, it is popping now. The butt thing. But I'm saying getting it like you said, like how Cardi B said, she doesn't know what was in her ass and she doesn't know what the long term effects are going to be.
Yeah.
Like for her, I don't know how many years later, but she had a massive leak and it's like it's serious.
It's
It's serious.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying. But
I think like what in general, like, because I'm understanding. For me, I don't disagree with plastic surgery.
neither do I.
I just disagree with the means people go to get plastic surgery and like
Yeah.
the extremes of it and the effect
Like-
that it has on our youth. Like,
Yeah.
young people aren't able to actually just celebrate their bodies. They
Girls
feel
aren't
they
even
ha-
like developed yet. Get shit done.
Yeah.
Like teenagers.
Yeah, they save
it's
up.
like-
Yeah, I was watching a video about that. They save up, saying for my 18th, I'm gonna go get a BBL, and I'm like, baby girl, you're still growing.
Still
Yeah, your
developing.
body's
you're
still changing.
You're still changing. Like,
I think the moral of the story is like, do whatever makes you happy. If you want to get plastic
Do your
surgery,
research.
But do your research, yeah.
man.
Do your research. Make sure you go to the right place. Obviously.
And also, again, like, don't chase that perfectionism. Like,
Yeah. For sure.
You'll never find it. That's the truth.
you'll never find it. Don't
Yeah.
attach yourself to it.
Yeah. Should we wrap it up, guys?
I think so. But thank you guys so much for tuning into the Left Out podcast. It's been real. It's been dope. It's been your
great,
local.
honestly.
That was an interesting topic.
Yeah,
Whew.
no, it has.
That was definitely
Got
different
me
to what
hot.
we.
It was today we
written
were
down.
arguing. Who today feminists coming for your neck?
Bro.
Nah, but it was lovely.
I feel like I have to, like, all right, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
no,
do it.
let's close it off. It's your girl Naz.
It's
And
your
it's Bevan.
it's your local Stally Miss Chura.
Bye.
guys.
Have a blessed
Bye.
week.